I'm Holly Ayers.
Hi, I'm Vicki Roush, and we're the teen department at the Lincoln Township Public Library. Thank you for taking the time to attend our program.
Hello, thank you for joining us for Adulting 101 Self-Care. Today we're going to show you a few things you can make just to pamper yourself a little bit. Since we're living in some stressful times, we all deserve a little self-care, and we just wanted to show you some things you could do to just relax a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to make an oatmeal foot scrub. These are the ingredients you need. You need oatmeal, obviously, baking soda, and Epsom salts. You may have all of this in your home. Oh, and water, but you obviously, hopefully have that in your home. Okay, it's really easy to make. You need two tablespoons of Epsom salts, and it can get clumpy, so make sure you don't have any clumps. You need 2 teaspoons of oatmeal, and it doesn't go in the teaspoon well because they're kind of clumpy. And you need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm going to stir it all up a little bit so that all the ingredients are combined. And then you need to make a paste. And the first thing you're going to do is start with 2 tablespoons of water. You don't want it to be too runny, but you don't want it to be too thick either. Stir everything up. The oatmeal is going to expand a little bit and it will get soft, so make sure you make this right before you're going to use it. Otherwise, it's not going to scrub very well. So stir it up, and then what you do is you just take it and you scrub your feet. Well, sort of, it's like a massage. Also clean your feet up. The Epsom salts helps relax, so it's really a nice thing to do if you've been on your feet all day, or if you've been having, in shoes, stuff like that. So very easy, very quick to make, and that is oatmeal foot scrub.
Hi, I'm going to show you how to make the natural bath salts. We've given you everything you're going to need in your self-care kit that hopefully you've already picked up from the youth desk or via curbside service. And you should, this is an important part, you should have a little tiny bottle with essential oils in this. You're going to need a couple drops of this. We did pick the eucalyptus scent this time, so this is eucalyptus. Lavender is also a very common one to use for relaxation, and there are several essential oils to choose from. You can actually find these in pharmacies and also online. They come usually in bottles like this. You can get smaller bottles as well. Big selection out there, so make sure you read though, because if you want to relax, you probably shouldn't use peppermint oil. It's invigorating. Okay, to make this one, we're going to start with some Epsom salts, and we need 4 tablespoons. Make sure you avoid those clumps. And we also need 1 teaspoon. Then we're going to use coarse sea salt. Now this is the coarse sea salt. You do not want to use iodized table salt. That's not going to work in what we're doing here with the bath salt. So you want to make sure you have a coarse sea salt. I did find this at the local grocery store. It was right with all the other salts. Just be very careful because salt comes in so many different varieties. And this, we're going to use a tablespoon plus a teaspoon. Okay, the last thing we're going to add before we start to stir is some baking soda. And again, we need 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon. Don't be messy like me. I taped my box shut. Now I can't quite get it out. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to stir this together. You can use your hands, you can use a wooden spoon. I'm just using a little plastic spoon to show you here. But this is totally fine. In fact, it will help exfoliate your skin if you do want to use your hands to stir it. And we're just going to combine those ingredients. The main thing you'll notice disappearing is the baking soda. It's pretty obvious when it's not mixed in. Okay. Next, we're going to take our cute little dropper here, and we need to get 2 drops of the essential oil. 1, 2. You might think, oh, I should put a whole bunch in, but let me tell you, these are strong. If you decide you want to add another drop or 2, you know, that could be fine, but don't just pour a bunch in. It will be too overpowering. And we're going to mix that in until we've combined that essential oil. Oh, I can really smell that eucalyptus. Ooh, smells good. Okay, next you have a small 4-ounce jar, just kind of like a little mason jar, and we are going to put this in to this jar. This will give you 2 uses, so 2 baths worth. So I'm just going to put this in. It is a wide mouth jar, which is nice. Otherwise, I would recommend a funnel, but in this instance, having the wider mouth jar makes it pretty easy. And it's going to get really full. Let me warn you about that. So don't just dump. Okay. And we just put our lid on. Our lid in our ring. And there you have your natural bath salts. So when you go to get your bath ready, when you're running that warm water, you're going to put about half of this into a bath. And just kind of mix it around with your hand a little bit, and then you can soak, and it's soothing. I can still smell that eucalyptus. It smells so good. It's very soothing, it's very relaxing, and it does wonderful things for your senses. So I hope you enjoy it.
Hi, I'm going to show you how to make a nourishing honey face mask. Now, honey is a natural antibacterial, and the other ingredient in here, which is organic yeast flakes, is high in B vitamins. So it's very soothing for your skin. And it's also very helpful if you're prone to breaking out, especially if you're stressed. So, but it's much gentler than some of the products you can get in pharmacies. So what you need for this is you need some chamomile tea, which is also very relaxing. A lot of people use it to go to sleep. You need honey, and you need organic yeast flakes, which you can buy online or at a health food store. So it's very simple to make. You take 2 of the chamomile tea bags and you make a tea out of them. I've already done this so you don't have to watch tea brew. And then you have to cool it completely. Now, since this is an herbal tea, it's not going to get dark like regular tea, so don't leave it in there forever thinking it's going to look like a normal tea bag. Okay, so it says in a tiny bowl, but I don't have any tiny bowls. So we're going to take 1 teaspoon of nutritional yeast, and 1 tablespoon, it says raw honey would be better. It's not treated as much as this, refined as much, let's put it that way. But regular honey will work just as well. But you can buy raw honey at Meijer or at farm stands, places that raise bees. The honey's going to need a little help coming out of there. Okay, we're going to stir this up together. And then we're going to take just a tiny little bit of the tea. And this smells really good, by the way, the honey and the chamomile. And the yeast is kind of yeasty. Come on. Okay. So, once you have your face mask, what you're going to do is you're going to take it and just spread a layer over your entire face and let it sit for about 15-20 minutes. It won't dry or harden, so be careful touching your face. You may want to tie your hair back if you have long hair. Once you're done with that, you just rinse it off real good with some warm water, plain warm water, and use a facial moisturizer afterwards. And when you're done, if you have any tea left over, you can heat it up and drink it because it's very relaxing. Maybe put some honey in it. And that is how you make the honey face mask.
Thank you for joining us for our Adulting 101 self-care class. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, or you're welcome to call the library and Vicki or I would be happy to answer your questions for you. There are different variations available via internet searches or also through library materials that we do have here. There are books on home spa, wellness, self-care, with lots of different ideas for bubble baths and bath salts and body scrubs and face masks, things that you can make to take care of yourself, plus some other ideas. They're worth checking out. The library also is going to have another adulting class in December. Our next newsletter will be out in December and registration will open December 1st. We will have a fun grab bag that you can take at the youth desk again and also via curbside service starting December 1st. And that's going to have some fun holiday things in it for you. The video we're going to prepare for you for that class, we will be making recipes for celebrating holidays around the world, and we will be including the recipes in the grab bag that you pick up at the youth desk. So I hope you'll be able to join us for that. Please do watch for our next newsletter coming out around December the 1st. Well, I hope you enjoyed spending some time with us today. We enjoyed showing you how to make the different self-care items, and we hope to see you at the next class. Thanks.